Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. In this one today, we're going to be ranking every weapon class in COD Zombies from worst to best. With our worst weapon class, we have the sniper rifles. Sniper rifles in multiplayer and campaign are really fun to use, but in zombies, they just don't work the same. The worst thing about sniper rifles is the practicality. It's really hard to use a sniper rifle because of the scope and the mobility. A lot of the older games had sniper rifles that would reload very slowly as well. You do have some usable sniper rifles in zombies like the Draken and the SVU, but although those snipers are good when it comes to overall firepower, I always prefer to use a different weapon that has better handling and overall mobility. The majority of sniper rifles in zombies are just not that good, especially when it comes to a lot of the lever actions like the Ballista from Black Ops 2, the Pellington from Cold War, the SVG from Black Ops 3, or even the Paladin from Black Ops 4. Not only are these some of the worst sniper rifles in all of zombies, but they are also some of the worst guns that we have ever seen. What's even worse about snipers in the later games like in Black Ops 4 and in Black Ops Cold War is that they lowered the amount of bullet penetration that these guns have. Sniper rifles like the Tundra from Black Ops Cold War deal a ton of damage, but can only kill a limited amount of zombies because of the reduction in bullet penetration. For all of these reasons, I have to put these sniper rifles as the worst weapon class to use in COD Zombies. Moving into our next weapon class, as the second worst to use in zombies, we have the special weapons. Usually these mainly consist of launchers, but they also include weapons that don't shoot any bullets like the ballistic knife and the crossbow. What I like the most about special weapons is that a lot of them are really unique. You have the crossbow from Black Ops 1 that pretty much shoots monkey bombs, and the dual-wield crossbows in Black Ops 3 that can revive your teammates. Same goes for the ballistic knife. They are really fun to use and useful support weapons, but when it comes to actually killing the zombies, they aren't really the best. Launchers are the ones that are going to deal the most amount of damage, but when it comes to practicality, they are just as bad, if not worse, than these sniper rifles. They are very slow, and for a lot of the games, you don't have PhD, which can also make them very dangerous to use. Special weapons aren't the best at getting you points, but they are much better at killing multiple zombies with one shot, unlike these sniper rifles. Overall, I'd highly recommend that you avoid sniper rifles and special weapons in zombies because of how hard they are to use and how ineffective they are against zombies. But if I had to pick one weapon class to use, I'd pick the special weapons because a lot of them are really fun to use. Coming into our top 5 weapon classes, at our number 5 spot, we have pistols. Pistols might not be the best when it comes to overall firepower in comparison to sniper rifles and special weapons, but they are far more practical to use. The mobility and reload speed is great with these weapons. A lot of them come with dual-wield versions as well to help with the point generation and firepower. The best pistols, in my opinion, are the ones that shoot like shotguns, like the Executioner from Black Ops 2 or the dual-wield Marshalls from Black Ops 3. These types of pistols are really fun and are incredibly effective at keeping you safe and moving zombies out of your way. Now, again, I can't put these higher up on the list because when it comes to overall firepower, a lot of the pistols in zombies are not that great for the higher rounds, but if you want a super reliable weapon to move around the map with while completing Easter eggs, when it comes to mobility and generating points, the pistols are a very solid class to pick from. Next up, at our number 4 spot, we have shotguns. Now, I would have put shotguns below the pistols before Black Ops Cold War. After Black Ops Cold War, I think they deserve to be placed higher up. They are so powerful in that game specifically. Unfortunately, when it comes to older games, shotguns aren't that good. You still have some fairly useful ones like the Brecci, the KRM, or the Haymaker, but you also have a lot of not so good ones like the S12 or the Olympia. When it comes to mobility, shotguns are very average. They aren't on the slow end, nor are they as good as some of the other weapons in this game. game like pistols. The point generation with these guns aren't that great either. They are better than these special weapons, but they're about on par in comparison to these sniper rifles. In Cold War Zombies, the point system is much different, which makes shotguns much better to use because the only drawback with this gun is the amount of points that you can make. Overall, shotguns are a great option to quickly get zombies out of your way. They deal a lot of firepower, and with a decent amount of mobility, they make for a solid weapon class. Moving into our number 3 spot, we have the assault rifles. These weapons are great at everything, but aren't that good at one thing in particular. If you want an all-around good weapon that is good at getting you points, killing zombies, and moving around, the assault rifle is the best class. The mobility might not be the best in comparison to pistols or SMGs, same goes for the damage in comparison to shotguns, but it doesn't do any of these things horribly. There are a lot of solid assault rifles in zombies, especially the ones in Black Ops 1, like the Commando, the Galil, and the AUG. Assault rifles are great to train around the map with in mid to late game, because you don't have to worry about moving slower than the zombies, nor do you have to worry about the gun not killing the zombies. Overall, assault rifles might not be the best weapons in the game, but they are super solid and reliable regardless of what you're doing in game or what round you're on. At our number 2 spot, I decided to put LMGs. Now, LMGs are incredible when it comes to a lot of things. In terms of firepower and making points in the later rounds, they are some of the best weapons that you can use. My favorite thing about the LMG class is the ammo. These guns hold the most amount of ammo in comparison to any other weapon class. It's the best when it comes to all of these things, but there is one feature with these weapons that prevent it from getting into the number 1 spot, and that is the mobility. LMGs are notorious for being super slow to move around with, really slow to reload with as well. Guns like the 48 Dredge have reload speeds that can take upwards of 7 to 10 seconds to fully reload, which is ridiculous for a gun in zombies. Not only that, but using an LMG limits you to only camping, because you will eventually get to a point where the zombies move faster than you, which isn't good. Overall, LMGs are the best when it comes to damage and overall firepower. They are great at making points, and they are super reliable because of the ammo. Unfortunately, they won't be coming into the number 1 spot because of that slow mobility. And coming into our number 1 spot, we have the SMG. SMGs were made for zombies. They're really quick moving weapons, second fastest behind the pistols in fact. They usually have a really fast fire rate, which is incredible for getting points. The damage might not be the best, but when you're playing zombies, you most likely will go for a wonder weapon as your main gun for the later rounds, so the SMG lacking a bit in damage isn't the end of the world. Not only are they fast to move around with, but they are also very accessible. Almost every SMG in zombies is on the wall, and the ones that aren't are still phenomenal, like the PPSH. The SMGs predominantly being on the walls are helpful for the ammo as well, because you can always buy more. Overall, it doesn't matter what map I'm playing on or what I'm doing, I'm always going to grab an SMG because they are incredible at making points, and they are really mobile and great for moving around the map. So for that, I have to put them at the number 1 spot. Anyways, guys, it's going to wrap up the video for today. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, do all that. Leave your comments down below if you want to see me do any other type of content. Check down the description as well for more zombie related videos. And yeah, I got nothing much else to say, so peace.